Hi there, nice to see you all again. It's time to get through a new national final here on my channel, reviewing some songs. We got maybe 10 of them, I think, that are participating or competing to represent Germany in Eurovision 2023 in Unser Lied für Eurovision, für Liverpool, maybe it's called. I don't know. It's called Unser Lied für something. And yeah, there are a few songs. We're gonna get through them to the best of my abilities, listen to them, review them, and we'll see if there's something great in this selection too. The first one that we will start with in this video is called Once Upon a Dream by Anica Russo. So without further ado, let's listen to it. It's a nice little chord interval to open the song. I like how everything's filtered out instrumentally. And then a very crisp vocal on top of that. It's a nice little rhythm in this pluck in the very background. Very warm sound to this, I like it. It's quite dramatic. Some nice rhythmic hits here. Vocal layering in the back as well, very robotic one. It's a very interesting opening. I like the deep sound of this bass that comes in here. And there's a lot of like filtered out reverb sounds in the background. Sounds lovely. I like this rhythms, like the rhythm that it has in the background is very pleasant. Some massive drum hits there. The impact here isn't really as impactful as those little fills there. I like the intensity of this, if it's gonna build, because melodically this isn't enough. Very lively instrumental there. Very dynamic here going back into this section, but I'm not entirely sold on it yet. I think it was a bit maybe abrupt. Okay. I'm not overly sold, like on the impacts here during this section, they're very weak compared to the the intense drumming that you had before. Alright. A little playful chord arrangement here. That's pleasant. I have a hard time like really connecting with what this song wants to be. It has definitely a fair amount of drama to it, and just like this gripping feeling, I guess, that it's unexpected, I guess. Yeah, some nice twists and turns in this one. I think this one has like a really intriguing potential. Like I'm intrigued listening to this. I wonder where we're going all the time. And then this entire like key interval change that they had towards the end really just kind of kicked that up a gear. Very unexpected, kind of comes out of nowhere, but it's like a charming coming out of nowhere, I guess. Like some minor flaws I just have with it though, like they have this really massive drum fills that kind of are used as transitions, I guess. But when you transition into these more grander, big, epic choruses, I guess you could call them, I don't really feel like that drumming approach is like, what do you call it, consistent to what you had in the fills, because I think that's a very mellow kind of sounding drum in these hits. I feel like there needs to be more intensity and impact from just the rhythmic hits in the choruses, because vocally it's very grand. It tries to have a very grand arrangement throughout it as well. But I don't really get grabbed by the impact of it enough, because this could be such a like a massive listening experience if you really just make all of the sounds click and have that real, just great drive in it. There's not a lot of energy throughout this song, which I think is maybe a little bit of a disappointment, I guess. but it's a song that more kind of relies on, I guess, storytelling. I guess maybe just kind of the progressional suspense, if you'd call it that. I think there's just a lot of things to kind of carefully follow along with in the song, and the song takes you on twists and turns. But I feel like it might actually drag a little bit. It's not a song that I can see myself just putting on because I don't really get pumped up by it. That's not to say that I should get pumped up by it, but it doesn't excite me in that way. It feels a bit on the draggy side of things. I think that maybe if the choruses had more impact and really just have this overwhelming explosion of sound, you'd kind of maybe gravitate a bit more towards it. But as it is now, I feel like it mostly just kind of trundles along. It's a very slow build throughout the song. It has its moments. These fills are massive. The chorus has kind of this grand approach to them, but I don't feel like the actual sound design and production quality of it is all the way there to really grab me and actually make me maintain my interest in it. But overall, it has potential, lots of it. I think it's going to be very interesting to see it on a stage as well, because it could definitely be one of these really grand experiences to see it visually along with the audio experience, I guess. Like this whole music video concept, it's very kind of adds to the whole world building that they're doing here. So hopefully they can incorporate a little bit of that into the performance, and hopefully the vocals just kind of really knock it out of the park, because then the setbacks of a more mellow kind of instrumental won't be as noticeable, I guess. And they could definitely just knock it out of the park with that. But if it was down to get revamped or something in the future, I definitely would consider actually adding a little bit more drive and, I guess, depth to the actual impacts, especially in the chorus. But yeah, those are my initial thoughts on this one. I might be listening to it a few more times to really just get my thoughts down on it, but I think we're off to a pretty good start. I enjoyed this one. We'll see if we're moving upwards or downwards later on, enjoyment-wise. But good start. Do tell me what you think of the song in the comments. I'll be looking forward to reading all about that, and I hope to see you in the next video, which will be up soon, so be on the lookout for that. Take care until then, and bye-bye.